All right, yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Bad boy, dating game. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on, guys? So, real quick, we're gonna try not to be here too long, but Miles sent me this video, and I was like, "We got to do a video response to this stuff, man."
Actually, I think I said we need to do a video response.
Yeah, I feel you, and I was like, I agree. You know what I'm saying? So
I knew a response was coming. So
this is from a YouTuber. He has a channel called A Different Perspective, and he has this video called Text Receipts. It says, chick doesn't want to leave a baby shower to be with her man who just lost a friend. Okay. And so this is going to be interesting.
Being such a hater so early on.
This is going to be interesting. Is King League hating already? Damn.
He is. I'm like, man, we haven't been in a minute yet.
This is going to be interesting. So what we're going to do is, before we get into this, right, we're going to play this, trailer like we usually do at this time. And as people are coming in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you get all that shit cracking, and we will be back in a second.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, but
the bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back, people, we back. We are back. And this one might hurt some feelings, but we got to go in. We got to go in. So this is a response video to this YouTuber has a channel called A Different Perspective. Miles had sent me this earlier, and I was like, we got to go in on this. So what was happening in this video, what you're about to see is this guy, he's reading these text messages between a guy and his girlfriend, and the guy basically his friend is like, I guess, in the hospital because a friend is sick and all this other stuff, and he's texting his girl and saying, hey, I need you right now. I need your love and affection and all this other stuff, and he's being real emotional and stuff. And then things ensue and things happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this, and then we're gonna stop in between and talk about what's happening. Okay, so let's get it. Let's go.
All right, so it starts with the guy saying, I said girl last time, it starts with the guy saying, hey, babe.
And I forgot to tell you, so in this video, he made a video before mix matching the text. So this is like him correcting himself, because he made a video, I think the day before, where he thought the girl's text was the guy's text and the guy's text was the girl text. So he got it confused. But now he got it right, where the guy's text he's saying and the girl's text he's saying. So he's going to explain each text and you're going to see what's going on. And we're going to show you what happens when you're a guy who's like super, super emotional when you're dealing with women. But let's go.
Hey, what's going on? I called you 3 times. The female responds, I'm at Judy's baby shower. It's loud over here. Are you okay? And then he responds back, babe, I had a bad day today. Remember Tevin? He was in a car accident and the driver fled. He is on life support. Then the female responds, wow, babe, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry you had a bad day. Are you going to see Tevin? And the boyfriend responds back, I can't. They won't let friends see him. And, excuse me. And that's why I'm hurting. I've known him for 20 years and he's always been there for me. I'm crushed and scared for him. His sister said it's bad and they may take him off tonight. Girlfriend responds back, wow, babe, I'm so sorry. Then after that, the boyfriend responds, is the baby shower almost over, babe? I need you. I'm breaking down. So then this is where things get a bit dicey. The girlfriend responds back, no, babe, she has a lot of gifts and they're about to start opening them. Then I promised her I'll help her clean up afterwards. I'll be another 2 hours or so. I'm over here thinking that this man was at a baby shower and that the girl, it was her friend that got into a car accident. I had it all mixed up. Like I said, I should have never did that damn video last night. This man, why is this man at a baby shower and his woman ain't there? I'm confused. So at this point, now that I know who's who, it's clear as day that this female is in the wrong. This man said, he says, I'm breaking down. That right there telling me that he is having a hard time coping with the situation at hand. So he continues with, babe, please come home. I'm feeling low and I just need a hug and comfort from you. I feel.
Let's stop it there for a second. Okay. So so now what's happening here is that this guy says that his friend is in the hospital. He's on life support or whatever. And he's like, baby, I need you for your love and support. And this girl is like, hey, I'm at this baby shower and I'm helping my friend out, but I'll be there in 2 hours. So, you know, chill the fuck out. And so he's like, but I need you, girl. You know, I need you for comfort. You understand? I need for you to hug me and tell me everything's going to be okay. Right. And now what you're going to see soon is what's going to unfold as this guy gets more emotional. But April, what's your thoughts on this so far? Because we were talking about this earlier. What are you thinking on this situation?
I mean, I think a couple things. I think, you know, the fact that like just his choice of words, and, you know, obviously you guys talk about the fact that like your choice of words, like reveals who you really are. Like the fact I'm not going to end my whatever I'm doing because you're feeling low. Right. And I mean, they'll allude to it later on. Like, I mean, I hate to, it sounds a little crass, but it's not, the guy's not dead. Like he's in the hospital. The girl can't do anything to fix or solve the problem.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yes, she can be there, but she can be there in, you know, 2 hours.
Right.
Like, so what can she do between now and then to really make a difference?
Right. And if you notice, guys, when he was texting her saying, hey, this is going on, she's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, babe. I'm so sorry. That sucks. And she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, be cool about it and be nice to him because he's in, you know, she knows he's being emotional. But what happens is that he wants her to leave the party and come and hold him. You understand what I'm saying? And so she's like, but I can't. I promised my friend I was going to help her clean up, but I'll be there in a few hours. So chill out. But let's continue and see what's going to happen at this point. Let's keep it going.
Feel lightheaded and dizzy. I'm not handling this well. Like I said before, he's having a hard time coping with the situation. Says, you can't have someone else help. I need you, babe. Then the female responds back, just eat something and put a warm towel over your head and relax, babe. I promise I will be home soon. 2 more hours and I'll speed right home to you. Now, this is a female right here being very inconsiderate of her man's needs and feelings. Like, so you're trying to tell this man that this baby shower is more important than your boyfriend and his emotional needs right now. You gots to be kidding me. See, this goes back into, and this is something that you all was mentioning as well. This goes back into how a lot of women don't take men's feelings and emotions serious. Not to say that they all do that, but there's a good amount of them that do. See, yesterday I made the statement that this man was being soft, weak, and emotional because he was needing to rely on the aid of a woman to deal and cope with what was going on with him. And part of the reason I made that statement is because I myself have dealt with a lot of death within the past 5 years, and I didn't have anyone to turn to, no woman to call, no friend to call. I just dealt with it on my own, like us men are told to do. Also, knowing the fact that there's a lot of women that are incapable of dealing with the man's emotions. And clearly this woman right here is one of them. So I was on the side of saying, hey, look, suck it up. You got a woman that shit don't know how to handle you or deal with your emotions. So you're just going to have to suck that up on your own rather than holding her accountable for her inability to empathize. Ladies, this is one of the most important things that you will ever hear me say on this channel. Understand that men have feelings too, that they can feel just as much, if not harder than you. But a lot of times men don't have anyone to go to when they're dealing with stuff. And if
let me
get a
pause
friend. No, get a friend.
This is the thing.
That is not your girlfriend. That is not your wife. Like, get a friend.
See, this is what guys have to understand. This is a harsh reality that you have to understand. Women get turned off when you're crying and bitching and you're emotional. You understand? They don't want to hear that shit. And the thing is, women are not designed to handle that. Do you understand? Because women look to you for leadership, for guidance. They want to cry on your shoulder. They don't want you to cry on their shoulder. That's just how it is. That's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is this, it's one thing if, he's in a situation where, let's say you're at a funeral and you're crying because you're sad that someone that you love died. That's one thing. But what he's telling his girlfriend to do is he's like, listen, I need you to leave this party and come home so that I can cry on your shoulder. He didn't say, hey, I need you to come home. It's an emergency because something's popping off, or, hey, I need you to come through to bring me this thing because I got this business meeting and I need you to bring me the suitcase that has the files that I need. No, he's like, I'm feeling a certain way and I can't deal with it. And I need you to stop what you're doing and come and console me. You understand? And so what happens is that women get turned off by that because they're looking at you like, is this supposed to be my man? Is this the guy that I'm with, that I'm supposed to look to as the strength, as the leader? You see what I'm saying? And so understand that women they get turned off by this. They don't respect it. And then therefore they're going to end up disrespecting you, because what women expect is for you to be able to handle your shit. Now, if you're a man and you have things going on and you have feelings, of course, because you're human, what you do is, like, for example, let's say I was feeling a certain way right now, right? I'm not going to go call my wife. I'm not going to go call April. I'll hit up Miles. I'll probably hit up Steve. You understand? Steve probably will tell me, he might say, yo, why do you hate yourself? That's what he'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
so sympathetic.
Exactly. I'm going to call 1950. 1950 going to be like, yo, you sounding real vaginal right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you call your boys and talk to your boys. about your shit, because they'll be able to point you in the right direction, and they'll be able to objectively tell you the things you need to hear in order to get the shit popping. Right? But you don't want to sit there, and you don't want to be in a situation where you're looking towards your woman to help solve your problems as a man. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to do that, because it's not going to do anything but push your woman further away from you. Again, this is not to say you can't have emotions as a man. You're going to have emotions. You're a human being. You shouldn't bottle your emotions up. You shouldn't hide your emotions. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense to actually be like, oh, baby, you know, I need you to stop with, listen, I know you're at work right now. I know you're doing something really important, but I need you to stop everything you're doing and come see me, because I'm feeling a certain way. It's not the thing, man. It's not the move.
Well, I think, you know, when we initially were watching this, there are a couple things that I said. One was that, first of all, this is his girlfriend. This is not his wife, right? And in hindsight, I said my ex-husband, but I wasn't even married to him yet. And I remember him calling me at work, and I was literally in the middle of a corporate visit, and he had gotten a concussion, and we were not married yet. We were engaged. And I was like, I can't come home. I'm literally in the middle of a visit. Like, I can call you every hour and make sure you're okay, but you have a family member that lives close. Have them come over and take care of you.
Right. See, this is the thing. It's one thing if, see, you got to understand why you're calling on your chick. Is it something that's logistical, or is it something that's emotional? So if I call my girl and I say, yo, I need you to come meet me because I need you to bring that thing from home and bring it to me because I got to give it to this guy. You understand what I'm saying? That's logistical. So I need you to stop what you're doing and come through and make the shit happen. But if I'm at work and I'll call my girl and I'll be like, you know, I had a really bad day, you know, and you start sounding like this.
I would never cry over another female again, yo.
You see, if this is you,
so you out there
calling your girl,
doing, bro. I never talk to no bitches, bro.
Like, if you sounding like that calling your girl, that's a no-no. If you're sounding like that, say, man, you know, I just feel a certain type of way, and I just need you here to hold me because I just don't feel safe right now. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You feel me?
Ryan, we know that that's what you're doing to me all the time.
Please.
Where's the why the fuck?
He's like, why are you like, nah. But let's continue. We're gonna continue.
If they got a woman that's supposed to be by their side, the least you can do is listen to them. I was talking to a female friend of mine a couple of months back, and she's very, very good at listening to men and what it is that they have to say. And I asked her, I'm like, how did you get to this point? And she told me, she's like, I got a father and I got brothers, and they've been through some serious things in their life. And there were times where they just needed somebody to listen. She says, I realized that with men, you don't always have to try to fix their problem or try to give them some guidance. Sometimes you just have to listen to them and hear them out, because they might not have that shoulder to cry on. Hearing her say that had me thinking, if there's women out here that are incapable of really dealing with the emotions of their man, the least they can do, the least y'all can do is to hear them out. Because sometimes that's enough. Let him air out what he's feeling. Let him air out what he's going through. But most importantly, do not by any means judge him on what he tells you, or try to use what he tells you against him in the future. Because if you do that, then he won't trust you. Ladies, one thing you can do to build the utmost trust of your man is being able.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures.
Able to be someone that can hear him out and listen to him when he does have that type of stuff to come to you about. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to make that man not only trust you more, but feel that much more connected to you and love you that much harder. Hell, this morning I had one girl that I'm talking to right now. She told me, she was like, don't ever feel like you can't tell me something. Don't ever.
Oh, let me stop that for a second. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. if your girl tells you, hey, baby, it's okay. You can be vulnerable around me. You can tell me anything. You could tell me anything. Okay.
I'm a great listener.
Yeah, I love you. You can tell me anything. Don't listen to her. She's bullshitting you. You understand? It's a trap.
I mean, I am a great listener. However,
it's a trap. I'm telling you, because what happens is that they'll tell you that. And then when you get all vulnerable with them and you start crying and stuff to them and you start telling them all your problems and your issues and all that other stuff, then they're going to be looking at you like, this guy's so weak, though. He's so weak. She's going to be like, I can't get wet anymore. For some reason, my vagina's dried up. I'm just not attracted to this guy anymore. And it's because you're being super vulnerable around this woman. See, you got to understand something. Like, let's say I came over to your house with a friend and and the friend was sick. Like, the friend was so sick that they needed fucking surgery, right? And I'm like, yo, do something. I tell you to do something. You're looking at me like, bruh, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm not a doctor. Why you brought your friend over here? And you probably start panicking because my friend about to die on your fucking living room floor. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing with it? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right? Take them to a doctor. It's the same thing with women when you're being vulnerable with them. When you're being vulnerable with a woman, she's like, this is what she's thinking. Why the fuck are you giving me this vulnerability? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what to do with this. Why are you giving me this shit? And then she starts panicking because she don't know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing where you got to understand that you're not doing anything by telling a girl your issues and your problems. You're not doing anything. You see what I'm saying? So let's continue this shit real quick.
Feel like there's something that you could tell me that I wouldn't want to hear. She's like, I want to hear everything you got to tell me. She's like, just don't tell me about no killing and stuff. Other than that, she was like, you can tell me anything. And I'm not going to lie, that was very refreshing to hear because it's not something that us guys hear very often. The guy continues with, babe, when your grandma passed last year, I was at a basketball tournament and I had 2 games left and I didn't play those games. I was on the first flight to you. See, look, that's a man that knew how to be by his woman's side. Hell, last night when I was reading this, I was still thinking that this was the female. Like, damn, she played basketball? I screwed that whole shit up, man. My bad, y'all. This man was in a basketball tournament, not even in the same state. He went on ahead and left those last 2 games to go be by his woman's side, as he should. And she can't do the same thing for him. She's at a freaking baby shower. He was in a basketball tournament. Okay. Where he was an active member. She's just sitting there. All right. Wow. He says, I clearly said I'm down and you're saying your coworker. It's a coworker. This ain't even somebody she really F with like that. This is the coworker. And I ain't even a friend. She said, your coworker baby shower is more important than my pain. You've been there 5 hours. You can't stop everything for me. And then I can't believe this mess here. This is her response. And this is when I realized that I had the characters mixed up. She didn't say what she said here. I would have never realized it. Hold up. So I'm reading this wrong. So it's the woman that's at the baby shower. And it's the dude that, oh, wow, it was his friend that got into the car accident. She says, are you effing kidding me? How could you bring up my grandma? It's not the same situation. That's your childhood friend. That was my blood. She ought to be ashamed of herself.
Let me hit the button. Let me hit the button again. We got it. So what happened here is that when what was it, her grandmother died or some shit?
Yeah.
And then so her grandmother died. He was in a basketball tournament. He came to see her. He stopped what he was doing. He came to see her because her grandma died. And so he's bringing this up to say, yo, how come you're not coming to help me right now when I'm feeling how I'm feeling? But when your grandma died, I stopped my basketball tournament and rushed to see you. So how come you can't leave this
word being she died? This man is still alive.
Right. So his friend that he's feeling all funny about is still alive. And he's just feeling a certain type of way. His girl's grandma died. Right? Two different things. Now, what he's about to say in the video, he's gonna be like, oh, well, you know, sometimes some people's friends are like family and all this other stuff. Either way, there's two different situations happening. With the girl's grandma, something actually happened where she died, she's gone, and so she's responding to what happened. The guy in this situation, he's responding to what might happen. And so he's feeling a certain type of way about something that might happen that probably, like, let's say for sake of argument, his friend pulls through and lives and he's healthy and everything is cool. So now he was being very emotional about something that didn't even happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the dude is being extremely, extremely emotional about something that hasn't even happened yet, which is that his friend might pass away. We don't know that. And it's not necessarily a thing where it's, you know, 100% going down. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me when I hear this type of stuff. When I hear a guy sounding like this, and pretty soon you're going to see what's as the thing goes on, right? And that's that. See, Mission 111 said it. He said the fact that he's even brought up going to see her for her grandma shows it wasn't genuine. Exactly. Because if you're doing tit for tat, that means you didn't do it because out of the kindness of your heart. Right. You did it because you was like, well, I got one up on her. So whenever I need her emotionally, I can use this to get at her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Shit is crazy. But let's continue real quick.
Yeah, childhood friend of 20 years. That dude might as well be blood to him. That dude's a brother to him. He might be closer to that friend than he is to some of the people in his own family. That's exactly the case for me. I'm closer to my friends than I am to my own family. I don't have a solid relationship with a single person in my family, but I got some good friends that I F with heavy. He says, you're harsh to bring him up. You're a man acting like a female. You're going to say he act like a female because he has a friend that is on life support and might be losing his life, a friend of 20 years. Chick, if it was you, you would feel the same way. You would be hurt too, unless you're that heartless. She says, I can't stop everything. I have obligations, and I said I would be there in a couple of hours. Oh, God. Over a coworker.
Hold on. She said, you acting like a female. Yo, she said, you acting like a female. Then she said, yo, I told you I was going to be over in a couple of hours. Chill the fuck out. Now, seriously. Okay, let's just take a step back for a second and see what's going on here. The girl is sounding like the dude, and the dude is sounding like a girl.
And that's why he got it confused on the first video.
Right. That's why in the first video, when he was trying to do this, he got it confused. He thought the guy was actually the girl and the girl was the guy. You see what I'm saying? So his girl, listen, if your girl is telling you acting like a female, the relationship is over. Understand that. It's a wrap. You know what's funny? She's looking for a reason. This is where she's looking. This is her looking for the reason. You're going to see what's going to happen soon enough. But she was looking for a reason. You understand what I'm saying?
Bill Pearl, why would you dump her?
What he said? He said
I would dump her. Down.
Where?
Right here.
Okay. He said also Bill Pearl said I would dump her. But see, let's continue. Let's see what's about to happen, though. Let's see what's about to happen.
Work, bro. See, look, I'm mad at myself. I'm hella mad at myself that the way this is processing for me now is not the same way that it processed for me last night. So this is the point where I realized that the black box is coming from the dude. I thought that was the female. And shame on me for not correlating the initial information before continuing on. All right, so he says, I'm good. Stay at your coworkers. I'll call someone else. Thanks for showing me your true colors. Wish it didn't take 2 years to see it. Maybe we should take a break. I need to get my mental health in order. You don't have the time. Oof, yes. See, fellas, glad that he mentioned that. I'm glad that he mentioned that. Getting to the point where he realized as a man that his mental health is important and not being afraid to say, hey, shorty, I got to step away from you so I can get myself together. And in that time, he's probably going to realize even more that this is a female that he really shouldn't be dealing with, right? She can't even be by his side in time of need when he was there for her in her time of need. So she responds back, wow, you will call someone else? Is that a threat? You're acting soft and giving me ultimatums. Yeah, a break is what I need. She's like, I didn't sign up to take care of you. See, that's like I said, that's the issue. See, that's the issue. Some of these women be expected to be taken care of, but don't be willing enough to take care of their man. And
Hold on. We got. Did you hear that? She just called her man soft. She said you acting soft. Bro, this is crazy. See, and she, you know what? She's like, I didn't sign up to take care of you. You know what she's saying when she's saying that? Because see, the guy in the video is getting it wrong. He's about to say, oh, and she don't even want to take care of a man. No. When she's saying I didn't sign up to take care of you, what she basically meant was I didn't sign up to take care of your emotions.
I didn't sign up to raise a child.
Right. That's basically what she's saying.
I mean, come on.
That's basically what she's saying. She's saying, I didn't sign up to take care of you bitching and moaning. You understand? Because the thing is, if you rewind this back and look at the first parts of the text, when he's telling her, oh, my friend this and my friend, she's like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. Blah, blah. It's almost like she's hoping. You understand what I'm saying?
Tomas, that's exactly what she was saying.
Yeah, she said what she said is grow. Exactly. That's she's saying grow a pair. Because at the beginning of the thing, she's hoping that he wasn't going to say, hey, I need you to come through. She was like hoping. And that's why she's like, yo, I'll be there soon. Just chill the fuck out. And now that he's like, oh, so you ain't gonna come see me? You were gonna just stay there? And after I did all this stuff for you and your grandma was dead and blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, yo, you acting real soft right now. You understand? She's like, you acting real vaginal. Shout out to 1950.
She's probably from the Bronx.
She's probably from the Bronx. She was like, yo, dead ass son, you acting real soft right now, son. That's what she said to this nigga. But let's continue. Hold on. Let's continue.
His time of need as well. Fellas, usually those type of red flags pop up relatively quick. Ladies, y'all will see them too. And when you see them, recognize them. Don't shy away from them because the sex is good or because the good times outweigh the bad. Because when the bad really starts to rear its ugly face, you can end up in situations like this. This is a 2-year relationship wasted 2 years on somebody. She says, I didn't sign up to take care of you. 2 years down the effing drain. That's right. He wasted 2 years down the drain with you. Don't text me anymore. You're clearly speaking from an emotional state. I'll let you cope. Get well. I'll get my stuff tomorrow morning. Oh my God. For them to be.
Yo, she said, I'll get my shit and I'll leave. She's like, I'll leave you to cope. Oh my God. Yo, this chick is a savage. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just, yo, she's like, this is what I said when she was looking for a reason. She was like, she realized she was with a bitch ass dude from before, from the jump. She was looking for a reason for him to get to his highest level of bitch assness so that she can make her exit escape, so she can get out of there. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude K-Zag 20 in the chat. What's going on, fam? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's good? That's crazy. But let's continue this real quick. Well, let's continue.
Be like I said in the live stream last night, for them to be having this type of conversation through text in the first place is ridiculous, is insane. She should have been woman enough to step to the side, to dismiss herself from that dang on baby shower, got on the phone with her man and listened to him. Because I feel as though maybe had she heard him out, heard the tone and the distress in his voice, maybe she would have took him more serious, left that baby shower and went home to him. See, I'm not a big fan of texting. I am not a big fan of texting. I hate it, as a matter of fact. You don't get to feel emotion. You don't get to feel true emotion through text. And hell, sometimes you don't even know who the hell is texting, like I did last night. Oh, it will be on the line by now. She responds back, "Don't touch my stuff. I'm serious. You're tripping now. I'm on my way home." Now she want to leave. Now she's ready to leave the baby shower because he threatened to put her stuff, her belongings, on the front lawn.
Hold on. Let me. The reason why I'm pressing this is because some of y'all guys don't understand. So what happened just now is that he said, "I'm going to throw your clothes on the lawn." And then she's like, "Okay, I'm about to bounce so I can get my clothes." And this guy's like, "Wait a second. So she's going to leave to get her clothes, but she won't leave to come console him?" I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I'll explain to you what's going on. It's real simple. She cares about the clothes because the clothes is important to her. What she doesn't care about is his emotions. This is what you have to understand. Women don't care about how you feel. Listen, if you're the one feeling the feelings and acting that way because of the feelings, what you're doing is actually taking away women's shit. Do you understand? You ever notice how you get annoyed when women act really masculine and they're trying to run shit and lead you, and you're like, would this chick just sit down and chill and let me run the show?
Or tell the Uber driver where to turn.
Exactly. No,
The road was closed.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. You get annoyed when women are being on some masculine stuff, right? So when you're being on some super feminine stuff and being very emotional, they're looking at you like, "Yo, I'm supposed to be doing that. Like, why you coming at me with all this? Like, stop stealing my swag." You understand? Like, you stealing my swag, bro. That's me. Why you acting like that? I'm supposed to be the one telling you to come through because I'm feeling a certain type of way. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's going on. So she's coming to get her clothes because she cares about her clothes. She doesn't care about your emotions. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. So I just want you guys to understand that. But let's continue.
See how shallow this woman is? Look, when I tell y'all I'm so mad at myself, I am so mad at I should have took my ass to sleep last night. But look, then he responds, "Wow. So when I tell you I'm feeling down, you're busy. But when I tell you your clothes will be on the lawn, you're on your way home. Wow, yeah. Come get your shit." Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Look, if you recognize this type of behavior within your woman, just think about that. Just think about that. Should you still be this chick? She's like, "My clothes are expensive. I'm on my way. You're acting brand new, unbelievable." And then he responds, you haven't seen Unbelievable. No, she is unbelievable. What did she do? Go tell the expecting mother, hey, girl, look, my boyfriend is tripping. He over here concerned about some friend of his that got into a car accident and he's on life support. He over here tripping. He over here threatening to put my clothes on the front lawn because I won't go out, because I won't come home and tend to his feelings. How stupid is that gonna make you look to tell somebody that? Bruh. What the hell did I read last night?
We gonna end it right there. Hold, let me take this, remove this shit. So this is the thing, guys. So this fool ended a relationship because he was in his feelings. Do you guys understand what happened? This guy ended the relationship because he was in his feelings. See, Bill Purse said, she doesn't respect him. He fucked up, throw the whole relationship away and start over with another girl. See, Bill is in his feelings also. You see what I'm saying? Guys, you got to understand something. All of this went to shit because he was in his feelings. The woman saw that he was in his feelings and she was looking for a reason to also escape the situation. So when he said, oh, so we're done, she's like, okay, well, fuck it, we're done. Let me just get my clothes. My shit is expensive. I'm going to come through to get my shit and we good. You understand what I'm saying? And so the guy, he was saying, oh, how stupid is that going to make her look? Saying, hey, my boyfriend, his friend went through some stuff and he wants me to leave this to come through and console his feelings. That's not, if somebody said that, if she said that to me, I'd be like, yo, your man sound kind of bitch made though. I mean, that's how I look at it, because he's actually calling you to tell you to come home, to give him a hug and wipe his tears. That's crazy.
Well, but I mean, in the ending of the relationship, and I'm going to put your clothes on the lawn and all of this, I mean, it's just really very immature and like super like all in his feelings, right?
Right. Like, why are you sitting there talking about I'm gonna just put your clothes on the lawn? Like, who says that type of stuff?
Right. Go up to King Leak.
Who says that type of stuff? You know what I'm saying? King Leak was
11-12, right there.
He said, Alexa, play Marvin's Room. Facts. That's funny. Oh man! All right, do you want to take some calls?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Sorry,
I gotta.
True Savage, I accidentally hit you. Hang on 1 second.
Hold on, let me put out the Blog Talk joint. Hold on. Let me stop this screen real quick. Okay, so if you guys want to call up, I'm gonna put the Blog Talk on real quick. I didn't even put the shit on yet. But we'll take some calls for a little while. If you guys want to call up, we ain't trying to be on here all night. But, I just want to, because when I saw that video, I was like, damn, like, dudes is real sensitive out here. Listen, understand something. When you're a man, nobody gives a fuck. You got to give a fuck about you. You understand? You are like, okay, think about this. Where does God go to cry? Who does God cry? Whose shoulder does God cry on? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's.
He calls me.
You say he calls you.
I mean, everybody calls me.
Listen. Whose shoulder does God cry on? No one. You're like God. You understand? People are looking up to you. You understand what I'm saying? They're looking up to you for your leadership, your guidance, your strength. So again, it's not to say you don't have feelings. Not to say you ain't gonna go. You're gonna go through shit. Now, you're gonna have feelings.
To hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 32 seconds.
And this is the thing. The more that you try to reason with women, when it comes to your emotions and your feelings and all that other shit, the more that they're going to be repelled to your act. You're not really making any progress with it. You understand what I'm saying? You're not really making any progress with it. And
your
guys,
show will go live in 5 seconds.
Make
4,
sure you
3,
hit the donate
2,
button.
1.
Because donation rules are in effect still. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, we got some calls already. So let's go to you said K-Zach said dudes are sensitive like a clitoris. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to 732. 732, what's popping? Who this?
What's good, Locario? What's good, April?
Hey.
Showing again.
What up? What's popping up? What's popping up? Did you donate, bro?
Of course, always.
All right.
So I got a question for both of y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure y'all both know about the opposite sex, probably way more than me. But I want to know what do y'all think? Which gender y'all think has least patience for either situation? A man being feminine or a woman being masculine? Like, what do you think the
I
hate
think
is worse on?
I think women have less patience for a man being feminine.
I would agree.
Because a man dealing with a woman who's masculine, depending on how much masculine energy she has or whatever, some guys who, and this is the thing, because a lot of guys are very like soft and beta, they'll just accept the masculine energy from the woman because she'll just run it anyway and he'll just be like, whatever. You understand? But for a woman though, because a woman has more access up front to men, she's like, well, this guy, he's kind of weak, so I'm just gonna kick him to the curb and try to find somebody better. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like women are less forgiving than men in most cases. You know what I'm saying?
Because women experience more men than men experience women.
Right, on the front end. Right,
so
exactly.
Okay, on the front end.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So when a woman finds that emotional dude, she's like, you know what I'm saying?
But I also think because women feel like if they have to take care of the man, you know what I mean? And that would be him kind of living in that feminine energy and not leading. Like, that's not really a sexually charged relationship.
Right.
Okay. Well, I have to critique the women for this one thing. Although I don't justify men being sensitive. But here's one thing I've noticed. Because I used to be a guy that, I have a lot of female friends. I even talked to my cousin. She's a female herself, right? But I see if some of y'all women will like to grab on to the man, the feminine man, or the beta male, whatever y'all want to say, because it's, easier influence, easier to control, which all makes sense.
Totally.
But then what I always ended up having a conversation is the woman complaining about how the man's feminine tendencies actually come out, and he starts being petty or doing mean shit. For an example, my cousin, her ex, he would just tell her, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you no more," and "Why you keep calling me this, that, and the third," acting like he don't want her, and then call her back the next week, and that would give her headaches. And I'm like, you keep coming across these sensitive guys and shit, and these weak guys, and you should test their strength. But I understand you at the same time, because then the conflict is, okay, you deal with a man who's on his shit. Now you got to be on your game, as Locario always say,
right,
and deal with that. But I mean, would you rather a guy beating you up because you did something that he misunderstood, or a man really leading your life in the right direction? You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, my last thing that I want to cover, and I'll get off the phone. As far as the guy on the video, I mean, it seemed like he just tried to manipulate her. And it's like, she's seen that, because she probably do that to other people, her family, or did it to him before. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you trying to run her game on her.
Right.
It's like, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. But that's all I had to say. Thank y'all for letting me call.
No, man, appreciate the call, my brother. Now that's some real shit. And that's another thing, is that he, appreciate the call. And that's another thing. He was in a situation where, he was using what he did as leverage to get to sort of guilt trip her into doing what he wants her to do. See, the thing is, whenever you're doing anything, right, you shouldn't be doing things because you're looking for someone to necessarily reciprocate.
Right.
Because then it becomes a thing where you're just doing shit, and you're almost like, it's almost like you're trying to put people in a position to where they owe you. Right. And then you're going to sort of try to guilt trip them because they're not doing the thing you want them to do. You understand? So you need to just do things because that's how you do them. So no matter what, if a person reciprocates or not, then you just did the shit because that's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? Versus you doing that and expecting somebody else to just respond. You understand, in that way?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So let's go to 404.
Atlanta.
404 was popping. Who this?
What's up, man? It's Lee from Atlanta.
What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yeah, man, I did.
All right. Wait, why your phone sound like that? You sound like you know, something going on with you. You got aliens hacking your phone.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I get you a little better. Go ahead. Yeah. What's good?
All right, man. I gotta ask you a question about the respect thing. Like well, I heard you say it, and a couple other like people said, like Steve and you know, all the people that be on the panel. Like you say that if a woman is if you be all emotional and vulnerable with a woman, her pussy dry up and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you believe a woman can like you and just not respect you? You know what I'm saying? Like the pussy still get wet and she still fucking you, but she just don't respect you.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. That happens all the time. It's the same way where you could fuck a girl and not respect her. You'd be like, oh, this chick's a slut, she's a whore, but you want to fuck her, but you don't really respect her. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same type of shit.
Yeah, but you think it's the same for women? You think it's the same way for women? Like the same way we look at it, it's the same way in their mind, like that?
No, well, this is the thing. I mean, April, you could go in and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Like how you view guys in certain situations.
I mean, I just think it's just not gonna it's not gonna work for a woman if she feels like she's the one leading the relationship and she's the more masculine one, and there's not that, then there's trust me, you will lose that sexual chemistry. It happens. I've lived it.
Right. And
the guy cannot have a pussy that's tighter than the woman.
Shout out to Steve.
It all the time.
Right.
Like the moment that happens, like, you know, I mean, I've talked about it before. Like I was in a relationship and he said, I'll do anything. And I was like, ugh, like I would have been better off. He would have been better off saying, fuck you, you know, like, so yeah, I mean, I just think.
Yeah. And a woman could see, this is the thing. A woman has to, like, a woman could be attracted to a guy sexually and have sex with him, but not necessarily respect him in the sense of she sees him as like a guy that she, you know, looks at like, oh, this guy is like cool, or he's like somebody I would look up to, whatever. But she could be sexually attracted to him and just hook up with him one time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't.
Please.
Stop, but you know this about me. Like for me, it just doesn't work like that.
Right.
Like it's got to be, because I'm not looking to just only hook up with somebody one time. So if it's like, it's either all there or it's all not, and I'm not even interested. Like for me, if the guy isn't even a good kisser, I'm not going to hook up with him. Because for me, if you're a bad kisser, it's just an indicator that the sex is probably going to suck anyways.
Right. So caller, that's the thing. You got to understand, like, you know, you're going to have certain women who they'll hook up with a guy here and there if they're attracted to him in a certain way. But in general, what happens is that if the respect level's not there, you understand? Because even sometimes it's this. There's a difference between a chick liking someone, a chick being attracted to a dude, and a chick respecting a dude. Those are all three different things.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So a chick could like a guy, right? Which means she likes the guy type of person he is and all that. She likes personality. She's like, oh, this guy's a cool guy, right? Then a chick could just be literally attracted to a guy, meaning she could see a guy and be like, damn, this motherfucker fine. I want to do this with him and I want to, you know, hook up and all this other stuff. That's what she's thinking, but she don't necessarily respect him and she might not even like him. You understand what I'm saying? She might be like, this guy's a fucking dick. You understand? But she'll just hook up with him maybe once or twice. And then she has a guy who she respects, where it could be like a combination of a lot of different things. Like she likes she likes him. She thinks he's cool. She's inspired by him. She's turned on by him. She like all of the things that's going on. Like he hits on all cylinders. You see what I'm saying? So that's also another thing. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I got you. I was just trying to ask a question about that because every time I hear, because I had a situation.
You there?
Long-winded or nothing, but I had. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, I had a situation, man, and I don't want to be too long-winded, and this ain't happened to me. I ain't never did no shit like this, but I feel like, I ain't feel like I experienced, some women, they just hell bent on like trying to just not respect you or disrespect you. So it be just little things that they do. Like, shit, I was at a chick place, and I was like, damn, it's hot as fuck up in here, man. I said, shit, can you turn on the air? She was like, you can turn it on. I don't mind. And she was trying to act like you always just saying something about, just anything, like, because she just be just doing shit that just irritate me sometimes. So I had said, just turn the air on, and then she just got down, had a whole attitude. I was just like,
well, but why don't you just turn the air on?
Nah, she don't respect you, bro.
No. Wait, you were at her house, right?
That's what.
He was at her house.
Okay. Do you go in her refrigerator and get your own drink?
Huh?
Do you go into her refrigerator and get your own drink?
No, I cannot. I don't do that. I'll let her do that for me.
Okay, then she should have turned the air on.
Well, this is the thing. She should turn the air on strictly because he's telling her to turn the air on. You know what I'm saying? If he's like, yo, it's hot in here, I need you to turn the air on. She should be like,
then get
she should be like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Just go through it.
Take your clothes off.
Exactly. Be like, listen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. With some women, like other women I've dealt. Go ahead.
Now go ahead. What are you saying? What are you saying? Go ahead.
I said other women that I've dealt with, they just do, what I want them to do. But then some women I have to correct and try to talk and do all this extra shit with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's being weak or being vulnerable, because I will say, like, I really don't like all that stuff, and I just let her know.
But then you cut her off. But then why are you
Huh?
saying, listen, if you're going to act like that, then like things aren't going to continue this way.
Right.
I'm not going to tolerate that. That's disrespectful. It's
Right.
rude. It's whatever.
Yeah, you tell her that one time, and then if she ain't switching up, then you just keep it pushing. That's it. So,
I got you.
Right, and just remember, those chicks is usually because they don't respect you. But the thing is that if you let her know, like, hey, I ain't really down with this bullshit you doing, and you need to switch up. And if she don't switch up, then it really shows she really don't respect you. And then you just cut her off and kick her to the curb, and then you be done with it. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, my brother. Appreciate the call, man. I'm going to holler at you. All right. So let me see what King Lee talking about real quick. And 401, I'm going to get to you in a second. He said, can a woman really love a man and not want to have sex with him in a relationship, especially a marriage? Yes, she can, actually. You understand what I'm
Because I
saying?
think you can love someone, but you cannot be in love with them anymore. Like, you can love them and it turns into more of a friendship, and you can still be happy, but it doesn't mean that there's the sexual desire to continue to be with that person sexually. And I can say, I think just what I've learned is there are things like that come up early on in a relationship that it's easier to maintain that feeling than have it kind of wane away and then try to get it back. Just from my own personal experience.
Yeah, and a woman could definitely love a dude and not want to have sex with him in a relationship, because you have a lot of marriages that's like that. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, like, a woman got with him not because she was really sexually attracted to him, but because he had resources, he was going to take care of her, he was consistent. You understand what I'm saying? So she settled for him because he was the best bet for security. He was the best bet for someone that was going to be there for the long term, who's going to take care of her and all that other shit. But it doesn't necessarily mean she wants to have sex with him or has like a super crazy desire to do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens also. You see what I mean? So let's go to 401. 401 was popping. Who this?
going on, man? Zeddy, man. How you doing?
Chilling. Did you donate?
Yep, donated to the Cash App.
That's what's up. What's going on?
All right. So I have two questions. One is actually.
Wait, hold on. You said, are you speaking into the phone? Because you sound like you far away, bro. Like speak like take it off speakerphone or something. You gotta do something different with your phone, bro.
I am. My bad. I'll take it off speakerphone.
Oh, so much
better. Yeah, way better. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So I have two questions. One of them is regarding that video you were just showing.
Mm-hmm.
You think that it would be a different outcome if that dude's boy actually died, and then he'd be like, "Yo, that's fucked up."
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not. You know, would that be equivalent to, you know, the girl's grandmother dying and all that?
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then him feeling.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I feel like if his boy died, right, and he's like, "Yo, man, my boy just died, and I'm just feeling like fucked up about this or whatever like that," right? I think it's okay for him to call his girl and say that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Even the way he just said, even when he called and said, "Yo, my boy's on life support, I'm feeling fucked up about it." The part that where he's fucking up though is for him to feel the need to tell her to stop what she's doing, to come over to console him. That's the part right. that's all the way left field and ridiculous. Because understand, and this is the thing. She didn't say, remember, in the video, she didn't say, "Well, fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck what's going on," and just suck it up. She said, "Okay, cool, I'll be there in like 2 hours." She told him she was gonna come through in 2 hours. But what did he do? He persisted and said, "But baby, I need you now. Can you come and drop whatever you're doing and come hug me and hold me and pat me on my back and tell me it's gonna be okay?" You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue. So even if his boy died, right? If he calls her and says, "Yo, man, I just found out homie died and blah blah blah," she's gonna be, "Oh shit, that's crazy, but I'll be there soon." You understand what I'm saying? But then if he's persisting and saying, "Yo, I need you to come here and hold me and console me," no. You understand what I'm saying? That's an issue. Because what's happening is that he's in a situation where he doesn't realize that he doesn't realize he's fucking up his relationship.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Think about it this way. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a boss?
Do I have a what?
A boss. A boss. Do you work? Do you have a boss?
A boss? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's say your boss called you and said, "Yo, I'm just calling because I'm going through a tough time with the company right now. And I really, I know it's your day off, but I really want you to come in and just like, talk with me because I just need somebody to talk to." You probably look at him like, okay, but I'm kind of middle of something right now. And he's like, "Come on, man. Like, why can't you just come down here and talk? I just need somebody to talk to. A bunch of shit's going crazy with the company. And I just need someone to have a conversation." You're going to be thinking like, why the fuck is my boss calling me to come in on my day off because he's feeling some type of way about some shit that's happening in his company they ain't got shit to do with me? The fuck he calling me for?
Well, and truthfully, you're only going to probably go in on your day off for the gossip, not because you genuinely care, which right. is the whole point of like this guy coming back and saying, "Well, I left when this was your grandma." And she's like, "Yeah, but it was like, do for me what I think I did for you," kind of a situation.
And this is the thing. If he, and now peep this, let me flip it. Let's say your boss called you and said, "Yo, listen, I know it's your day off, but I really need you to come in to take over this shift because I don't have nobody else here, and I'll pay you double that you're getting paid, usually, but I really need somebody to take the shift," right? That makes more sense. You'd be like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I could make it. I'll come through.
I've done it.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why that makes sense is because that's logical. That makes sense to you for you to even come through. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if he's just talking about his feelings about his company going under, matter of fact, that's even fucked up for him to even tell you that, because now that's going to bring insecurity within you, because you're like, shit, are you serious? The fucking company's going crazy. Now I got to worry about my job now. Now you're probably thinking this shit. Yeah. So how you think his woman is going to think when he's acting bitch made? She's gonna be like, damn, my fucking man is acting like a little bitch. Shit, what the hell, man? What does that mean for me as a woman dealing with this motherfucker? If we get into some crazy shit, how's he gonna handle shit when shit get crazy? Is he gonna call me and cry when shit get crazy? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, if I play devil's advocate, I think it will be a little different. I think using that example with your boss is slightly different though, because that's your boss and you have no relations, compared to somebody that you may be intimate with. You know
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. When you have a boss, right, and you're working with this person, right? That is an intimate relationship. You with this motherfucker from 9 to 5. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all are actually working together to make money. You understand what I'm saying? So, and what I'm saying is that your boss has things he has to handle on his own so that he can keep the relationship between you and him solid. It's the same concept. You as a man have to work on shit on your own to keep the relationship between you and your girl solid. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, see, what a lot of guys make the mistake of doing is they make the mistake of thinking being with their woman means that they're equal to her. So what happens, see, this is the thing. When you lay with a woman, that's when you're equal with a woman. When you're fucking, when y'all laying together, you understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that, but on the other aspects of you interacting with your chick, right? There's other things that are unequal. And so what happens is, as a man, there's certain things and certain ways that you got to conduct yourself in a relationship to maintain the relationship. And one of those things is you got to keep your shit together. You understand? So even when you're feeling a certain way, like you can even express to your girl, yo, I'm feeling kind of like crazy today. Some, shit's kind of fucked up or whatever. Well, what happens is that when you're looking to a woman to save you, you understand what I'm saying? When you're looking for the woman it's like this. Think about this. When you're in a relationship with a woman or you're dealing with a woman, are you leading or are you not leading?
I always want to lead at this point. Thanks to you and Steve and everyone, I'm learning I need to lead.
Right. So now, if you are the leader, how all of a sudden you want the woman to lead you? How all of a sudden you're looking for the woman for guidance? You see what I'm saying? So you're the leader, but now all of a sudden you want it right. Now all of a sudden you're switching up and you're like, oh, but I need you to come and comfort me. That sound like a leader? You understand what I'm saying? The leader does not get comfort from the person they're leading. You see what I'm saying? It don't work that way.
It breeds weakness. Yeah, it breeds weakness.
That's all, bro. That's all I'm saying. Right.
But it's like your boss saying, tell me what to do.
Right, exactly. Imagine the boss said, tell me what to do. I don't know what to do with the company. Tell me what to do. I need you to tell me, because I have you look at your boss like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You know?
This is the guy that's supposed to be leading me. I'm listening to him.
Right.
I'm putting my livelihood in his hands.
Right. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell you. You get it?
True.
All right.
Actually, could I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
All right. So, I'm listening. Like I said, I'm learning the game and everything. So I'm taking initiative, making sexual advances with women early, so that I don't get put in friend zone and everything else. So that my intentions are known. So I actually worked. I told a girl that, for her to come over the weekend when probably we're probably gonna end up cooking at my crib. You know what I mean? Have some wine, have some drinks. At my place. I mean, so I set that whole thing up. So, I don't know how far I should go with buying like the stuff or whether, you know, have her get some things or have her get everything or have her, you know, split the, you know, whatever we're gonna eat. I told her, I was like, you know, we'll probably, and I was gonna figure out something. Like I was gonna text her on or call her on Thursday and be like, okay, this is what we're making. You know what I mean? And then, you know, should I just go to the store, grab everything or nah?
So you're saying you got a chick coming over and you're doing some shit and you want to say, you're asking, should you tell her to bring some shit?
Yeah. Like if he's going to do like the main, let's say you're doing steak, like, and should she get the things for the sides? Like, you know.
Okay. Is this the first time, this first date type shit, or what was this? What's the situation?
Second.
Okay. So this is the second time y'all seeing each other and she coming over to your crib.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I would tell you to tell her to bring some shit over.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Tell her to bring some shit over. She come through and then have her make the shit, whatever y'all doing together, make it with you. Y'all chilling, you doing all that other stuff. And then y'all eat whatever y'all eat. And then you get your fuck on. You understand what I'm saying? And you just get it going. You feel me? That's it. So
don't ask her, like ask her to bring stuff. Don't ask her for money. Like, don't ask her to split the
right, exactly. Just tell her
cost of the food with you.
Yeah,
That's
tell her
weird.
to just bring some shit. Don't be like, okay, this costs $2.99, and so I need no. Just tell her to bring some stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's either that or you do this, and then she needs to reciprocate and have you over. So you know, I think there's two ways to go about it. Like, hey, let's cook at my place, and then you got the third time. You know, and we can cook at your place.
Right.
And that way you guys are both kind of doing, you know, a little bit on your own. Cause I think if you didn't set it up like that, it can be kind of, to your point, now it's kind of awkward. Like you don't know where to go with it. How do you like, does she bring something, blah, blah, blah. Like you could have been like, hey, like, I'd love to have you over. Like I can grab this, like, why don't you bring that? And then we can go from there.
Yeah. And if you are going to tell her to bring something, make sure you're specific about what she's supposed to bring. Don't just be like, oh, just bring something.
Yeah, like
don't be vague.
Bring a side dish, and she brings a can of corn.
Right.
This is what my friend's sister did for Thanksgiving.
Right. So just you got to tell her like, and so this is what you do. You tell her what's going to happen. You tell her what she needs to bring, and you tell her what time to get there and all the like. So you're basically orchestrating everything. You're just instructing her on what she does to participate in the situation. That's it. You see what I'm saying?
111.
That's all you do.
Nasty.
All right, bro. All right, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Do not tell her to bring a grapefruit.
All right, appreciate it, bro. Holla, peace. All right, so all right, we're gonna go another 15 minutes and we're gonna head up out of here. So Eri Jorgo says, Locario, what are your thoughts on showing vulnerability to a woman in a relationship with? I watch Game Kings and always remember what Eddie Fuse said about never crying in front of your wife. So this is the thing. When you're in a long-term relationship with a woman, right? At some point, she's going to see you be vulnerable. You understand? At some point, she's going to see you feeling some type of way about something. At some point, she might even see you cry about some shit. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with that in the long run, right? What we're talking about is, and from this video we was watching, it wasn't about, the guy wasn't just being emotional. He was being emotional in trying to get his girl to comfort him and then trying to reprimand her or guilt trip her for not comforting him. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a difference between if, let's say you in a situation where, you know, a family member like died or something, or let's say you had a situation where, something crazy happened, whatever it is, right? And you're feeling a certain type of way. And let's say you live with your girl or you're around your girl for a long time and you've been with your girl for a few years and everything like that. She's going to see that there's something wrong and something upset with, or something going on with you, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're human. It's all good. You understand? The problem though is that when you start to almost weaponize your fucking emotions, you understand what I'm saying? That's the issue.
Right.
When you're like, well, so you're not going to sit here and talk to me about this and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to stop seeing your friend that I don't like because I don't like your friend. How come you're not going to stop seeing your friend? You don't care about me. So now you start getting into this like bitchy, you understand what I'm saying? Weird energy. And you're expecting your chick to sort of, it's almost like, well, maybe if I bitch and moan and show her how upset I am, then she'll get the picture and want to continue, like she'll do what I'm saying and she'll console me and she'll make me feel better about my issues and all this other stuff. And what happens is for a man, the reason why that's messed up is because when you're a man and you're masculine or whatever, it's your job, it's your duty to be able to manage your emotions. You understand? I didn't say don't have emotions because you're going to have emotions. You have to manage your emotions because in order for you to have a long-term successful relationship, you have to manage your emotions. You understand? Because as a man, and all of you know this, at some point, you're going to be with a woman, you're going to be with your women, and they're going to annoy you. They're going to piss you off. They're going to do certain things that's going to be like, you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck, right? Now, if you don't know how to manage your emotions, what's going to happen is that you're going to start turning into a whiny bitch. Now, when you start turning into a whiny bitch, you cannot out whiny bitches. You can't do it. So when you're dealing with a woman is the master of whiny bitchness. You understand what I'm saying? A woman is the master of the emotions and the going crazy. And they're the masters of it. So you can't outdo them with the shit that their masters are doing, right? And then what's going to happen is that they're going to look at you like, yo, what are you doing? They're going to look at you like, yo, what are you doing? This is like when you watch a fucking, you ever watch an actor or some shit going over their lines with another actor and the actor's like, yo, that's my line. Why are you stealing my lines? That's my line. You're stealing her lines. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, what are you doing? This is my role. You're stealing my shit. And then that's what's going to make her not respect you. As soon as she don't respect you, it's over because it's like, in order for the relationship to flourish or to progress, right? She has to have a level of respect for you as that man. And in order for you to get that level of respect as that man, you have to be able to manage the situation. You can't manage the situation if you can't manage yourself first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so if you're going all crazy and you're looking towards her, because remember in the video, the guy said he was with a girl that said, oh, you can tell me if you're feeling a certain type of way. You can tell me anything. You can tell me all the things that you feel and all that other stuff. And women say that because it sounds good and they it makes them feel good. Like, yes, I'm there for my man. I'm going to get it. It sounds great. But when it happens, there's something that comes over a woman where she just feels icky. She's like, oh my God, this guy, is he really crying and bitching about this? Is he really being needy and awkward right now? Oh my God. Listen, I'm telling you this because I've been there. Back in the day, I've been in situations where I've been with chicks and I was like feeling a certain type of way and I was saying this thing to them. And I'm like, why doesn't she see my pain? Why doesn't she care about how I feel? And she's looking at me like, this guy is fucking weird. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, Locario, who are you? What are you talking about? I thought you were cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were cool, bro. What's going on? And then so what happens is that what happens is that you don't understand what's going on when you do that shit. You're thinking that at some point she's gonna get it. At some point she's gonna feel my pain, and she's gonna like start caring about all the issues, and then she's gonna console me, and then she's gonna realize that no, it's not gonna happen. So this is what I'm saying. Where again, if you're feeling a certain type of way, Talk to your boys. Go get a therapist. You understand what I'm saying? Don't make your girl your therapist. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do it. You're going to regret this shit. I'm telling you. And what happens is this: the more that you do this, as far as you bitching and moaning and all that other stuff, what happens is, and the more that you think that this is the right direction to go, the more you're going to do it. And that's going to become your norm. And then so what's going to happen is that you're going to get deeper and deeper into that situation to the point where you don't even realize you're doing it. You understand? And you're going to be like, what? You're going to be calling me up, Locario, how come these girls don't want to holler at me? How come these girls is acting all funny around me? And you don't realize that they're acting funny around you because they see themselves in you and they're not attracted to that.
Right.
They need to see a man. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, we've had this conversation because I have an employee
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
who's just very emotional. And literally he asked me, like, how do you stay so unemotional? How do you, not get upset by these other employees? And, I think, yeah, I mean, I've been in the man's world, right? So when it comes to my work life, like, there's just not room for an emotional leader, male or female, right? Like, as a leader, and truthfully, as a man in a relationship, that's what you are. But as a leader, like, you have to be the rational one. You have to be the person who can really get people to see through it and not feel the emotion of, well, if we go this way, I feel like this. And if we go that way, I feel like that. Like, it's not about emotion. It's literally about, like, how do we go through this and come out on the other side? And so, I think but for men especially, I think it's so important that you are able to lead rationally and you talk through the emotional part of it with, another man in your life, not with the women in your lives.
Right. And so Day Trader said, is in that case, would it be fair if a guy calls one of his guy friends or would that be too emotional as well? Now, that's what I'm saying. Talk to your guy friends, but also you got to also see if you have male friends who are masculine too. You got to have some masculine male friends, because some of your bitch ass friends might be like, yeah, bro, fuck that girl. They'll be just as
like
emotional as you.
Like this guy in the video.
Right, exactly. They'll be just as emotional as you. So you got to make sure that you got a dude who's going to keep this shit real with you, but also understands the game, because it's not going to help you to talk to your male friend who's also on some shit like that too. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you got some dudes who's going to really, really keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Trey D said April is more masculine, 94%.
I will say, maybe in my work life, but definitely not in my personal life.
Oh,
do you honestly think I'd be sitting here next to this guy if that were the case?
That's crazy, man. That's funny. But you said what if it's a female therapist? I mean, and that's another thing too. You gotta also see. Oh man, you guys gotta really understand what's going on out here, because sometimes there's a lot of people who will also lead you astray because they don't know either. You understand? So I'll give you guys a tip. Let me give you guys a tip. It's real simple.
Can I say this about the therapist? I mean, I've had male and female therapists. I will say the male therapist by far, I personally found him to be way more effective. The female therapist, but I mean, I think for me, like, I can kind of talk things out on my own, whereas, and so she just kind of let me talk through things, whereas the guy kind of led me in the right direction.
Right.
So that's just my personal opinion.
And the thing is, what I was gonna say is that shit, what was I gonna say again? I fucking forgot.
Sorry.
No, I think I was gonna say that I was gonna say that one of the tips that you can look for, like if you're talking to another guy, right? If the guy is leaning more towards him trying to get you to recognize what you're doing in the situation, right? When he's getting you to see, hey, what did you do? What's up with you? Why are you acting that way? Like if he's focusing on you, that's the guy you need to listen to. You understand what I'm saying? Like the guys who's gonna point at the woman,
right?
That's not it. And the reason, and see, let me tell you guys something. A lot of times when people watch this channel and they watch people like myself, Miles, Steve, 1950, K Zaggin, the reason why we point the finger at you guys is because these channels are targeted to you guys. If you go to my women's channel, it's the same shit I'm saying to the women, but I'm pointing the finger at the women. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to think, oh, why are you always going in on I'm going in on the guys. I'm talking to the guys. When I talk to the women, I'm going in on the women because it's always about self-accountability. It's all about responsibility from yourself to do the things you need to do to make shit happen for you. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. You know what I mean? And so, you got to look for the people who's going to make, help you to see the error in your ways instead of looking at it for somebody else to be the one to fix you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean? But we'll take like one or two more questions and we're gonna head up out of here. You said that you're the constant amen, but I may not feel like talking to women one day or being a certain way. Am I not constant then? What does it mean for you to be constant? All it really means is that just in general, right? You're just consistent with how you do things and how you come across. You understand? Change can happen at any time. Change is always happening when it comes to life and all that other stuff. But change within you has to be something that is authentic at the moment for you to change at that point versus you not understanding yourself and you're just all over the place in general. So therefore you're inconsistent. You're not really consistent. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So when we're talking about being consistent, it's about in general moving in a certain direction, moving in a certain direction and staying that course. You feel what I'm saying? But what else? So yeah, people, we about to wrap this up. You got another question or anything?
No, put it in your women's channel.
Oh yeah. So if y'all want to watch the women's channel, April put the link to the women's channel.
I'm very surprised. Do you know he has a motivational channel?
Exactly. We got the women's channel, the motivation channel. I actually got to put more stuff up on the women's channel and the motivation channel. But yeah, if you watch the women's channel, you'll see it's the same shit, but just towards the women. You understand what I'm saying? Same shit. You feel me? But the thing is that a lot of the women don't want to hear the real shit. Just like a lot of dudes don't want to hear the real shit. So I guess the same thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us this late, man. We was like, fuck it, let's just do this live stream real quick. See what's popping with this shit. Cause when I got that video, I was like, shit, we got to talk, I was like, this has to be talked about. This has to be talked about. And again, I just want to reiterate, because I don't want you guys walking around here trying to hold in your emotions and you start becoming a crazy dude. What I'm saying is this: you have emotions, acknowledge your emotions. You can say to yourself, yo, I'm angry today. I'm upset. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling a certain type of way, whatever. Acknowledge that, right? You can be with a woman, right? And you can even, like, a girl could be like, yo, what's wrong with you today? You all right? And you could be like, yeah, I'm just not feeling too good today, but it's all good, right? You can do it's fine. But what I'm telling you guys is you don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to confide in a woman, get extremely emotional to a woman, looking for a woman to save you, pat you on the back, rub your belly, tell you it's going to be all right, and console you while you cry into her lap. You know what? You don't want that type of shit. You understand? You as a man, you have to be able to manage your shit on your own. That strengthens you. You understand what I'm saying? Looking for a woman to save you makes you weak. You want to be able to strengthen yourself. You understand? That's what it is. And this is the type of shit that's actually going to make you way more attractive to women in general, because they're like, damn, this dude is a fucking man. Like, goddamn, he just, You know, he's about what he's about. He does what he says he's going to do. And he's just, you know, he's not all over the place. I can lean on that. I want to fuck with him. I want to be around that confidence. I want to be around that masculinity, that dominance, that energy. I want to be around that. But if you're, you know, acting real, you know, extra, you understand what I'm saying? And soft and all over the place
and you go, yes, queen.
Yes. Like if you on that type of shit, they ain't really trying to fuck with you like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
I don't. We'll be back in New York tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back in New York City. So shout out to all the people in I mean not tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. You're right. So, but shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all, and we will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.